a really quick introduction before we go into the daily plan with me for this week. I did forget two important pieces of information. Firstly, this is also a nice little sneak peek into my behind the scenes setup with the lovely masking tape that my husband set up so I know where to plan in. Okay, so two things. In the video I say it's the 24th and then spend the rest of the time writing the 23rd. Just ignore that, play along, pretend I've written the 24th. I'd really appreciate it. Secondly, I forgot to mention what journals these actually are. So these are the Leuchtturm 1917. Excuse me if I'm not repeating that correctly. So I did mention the colours, obviously the sand and the yellow. But that's all I wanted to say, and I hope that you enjoy my first daily. Bye. Hi everybody. Okay, so we're back with another plan with me. So today we are in my bullet journal. It's the last few pages, as you can see, and it's a bit, I mean, it's a mess. So I think this is in the sand colour, and I got it from Bookbinders, but I do already have my, oh look at that, my newest bullet journal that I'll use as soon as this is filled up, and this should probably filled up by the end of the week. So this is the yellow, and I also got it monogrammed with my initials from Bookbinders, so I'm very, very excited to start using this because it's, I mean, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I have two bullet journals, excluding that one. So this one is primarily for my dailies. So what I do is do my daily to-do lists in here, and they have definitely evolved over time. Look, I used to use these, that's from Planners Anonymous, and you know, trialed different things and quotes and everything like that, but now I'm pretty much set on something that I really like. Okay, so this is my travel pencil case. So I always have this in my handbag and take to work so that I can write anything down, or oh, it's got a bit of sticky tape in it. It's got washi tape in it. It stays. So I can write anything down, and it has my tools for the day. So there's not a lot of space in that. So I only take the stuff that I need during that day. So the two washies that I'm going to be using today is this nice glitter one. It's very sparkly. So that's from Kmart. Comes in a tube with 4 other sparkly ones, and I think it's like, I don't know, $4. And this darker blue one, there we go, which is also from Kmart. And this comes in quite a long tube, I think, maybe 10, 12, I don't know, don't quote me, and it's about $10. So it is a reasonable price. So for my heading, I'm going to be using my Tombow today. So this is a 443. I really don't know what colour you would call it, but like a greeny colour. Once again, in my previous plan with me, I'm loving this colour this week. So this I'm also using in my personal. Sorry for the sniffing. I am just getting over a cold, so just bear with me if I make weird noises. Oh, more washi. I'm going to be using my pencil here. Again, I got this from Kmart. It comes in a pack with, oh, here it is. So it does come in one of these, I think it was $2, and it has this nice little, how cute are they? Oh, I might actually use a more sharpened one. Colour this, oh, coincidentally it's blue. Use this, and then to fill in the rest, I'll use the black Stablo. So that will be my tools for today. Okay, so my dailies are important to me because it keeps track of pretty much everything that I need to do within my day. So today is Sunday. And Sundays I usually like to relax mostly, but I don't know that there will be a lot of relaxing. Oh my gosh. A lot of relaxing today because there are quite a few things that I have to do. I want to try and get to the Finders Keepers markets in Brisbane, but I just... Oh Lord. Yeah. I just don't know that that's going to happen because I also have to go to the Property Expo in Brisbane for work. Because I work at a real estate magazine. So I want to go visit there and see if we can get anything out of that. Oh, doing it very quickly. Oh my gosh, usually it's much better. Look, I mean, that's fine. Look. Just bear with me on that. Okay, and it is June 24th. Okay, so previously I have done my headings in several different ways, but for this month I have to say I am quite happy with this current heading, where we just create these. I don't know, I just think it looks pretty, and it's particularly, oh, that one's a bit quick and easy. Great. The 2 3 is a bit weird, but that's fine. Okay, so now we move on to the washi. I normally like to use a planed and what you consider to be a patterned. So I normally put the plain in the background and then the pattern the top. Does that make any sense to you? No, that's fine. So in previous weeks I've actually been cutting, here you go, Simply Gilded washi. I've actually been cutting it so it fits perfectly, but over the past couple of days I've just been ripping it, and I'm kind of loving that right now. So that's what I'm going to stick with. Okay, stick that down. So I usually line it within the lines. That comes up very nicely. And just make that one, I mean, a little bit longer. Oh, nice. Then you let that overlap. Okay, and then I write my little to do. Okay. And then I like to start from the bottom. So we do 1 line, 2 line. And these are my expenses. Right, so that's my 2 accounts. So one is daily expenses, so it covers all the fun stuff like food, petrol, electricity, rent. And this one is splurge. So if you do follow the Barefoot Investor, you allocate a certain amount of money to your splurge, and you can, it's a percentage of your income. I think it's like 10%. And then you get to splurge that on whatever you want. So after daily expenses, if you have like $10 left over, you get to spend $10. I suppose if you're very rich, if you have $1,000 left over, you can spend $1,000. Oh, that's good. Good. Okay. So the next thing that I track daily is food. Right, that's a lot of food. Yes, it is. So, I like to call it eaten. So, I am a tiny person. Well, I mean, not tiny in a bad way, but I'm like a short person. And I also suffer from migraines. And I have found, I mean, with the help of a nutritionist and doctor, that if I eat a lot of small meals a day and it levels out my blood sugar, then I'm less likely to get migraines. It also means that I have to eat semi-decently, so no sugar until the second half of the day. Otherwise, I'm going to end up getting a migraine. So I'm currently doing this at, it's about 10:30 in the morning. So we've already, had a meal. I'm already on to my second meal. So I'll fill that out in a little bit. Right, so I fill up the space like that, and now we're going to write the to-do list. So let's start with film daily. So obviously we're doing that now. And then I want to film the stuff that I have hauled recently. So I'm going to put all that together, film it separately, but then put it together into one semi-decent video. Film haul, film my home planner. We're going to go to Property Expo. I've got a Skype with my in-laws. And then if we can, we'll go to Finders Keepers. I just don't know if we're going to get there. That's okay. And then lastly, I've got to cook dinner. So I am making pumpkin lasagna with bocconcini. How good is that? I'm sure my husband's going to be very, very excited. So then I use the colour to fill out my boxes. So I'm a little bit rough. I'm going to cross this off because we're doing it currently. Fill this, fill this, fill this, fill this. Right. And then obviously mark off the boxes when done. If I do it, I cross it. If I have to migrate like you do in a bullet journal, I do an arrow. If it's half done, obviously half. And then if I don't do it at all, it's just a sideways cross. So now we're going to move across to stuff I need to keep track of during the week. So I then like to do M for Monday, T for Tuesday, W for Wednesday, TH for Thursday. So that's just something I can look at to keep track, as you can see here. So Sunday's got Property Expo and stuff like that. Okay, so Monday, Etsy release, ignore that. Etsy release, so we have to put another one of those up in the shop. Tuesday, I'm going to post this video on YouTube. So if you are seeing this, it's obviously gone up by now. Wednesday, I need to get into some form of exercise, whether it's just walking with my husband or something. And Thursday is always date night. Okay. So then we do tracking. So Instagram, I do a daily track of how many I'm at, just so I can gauge, how many, I didn't do anything on that one, how many followers and how long it takes to reach those followers, because I do actually work in marketing, so I'm used to tracking stuff like that, and it also keeps my mind quite clear. So I just checked before I came here, so we're at 3,841, which is just crazy. On my Instagram that's happened in a year. I'm just happy with that. Then we keep track of big news stories, because I do like to look back and see what was happening. Tuesday, February 6th, the Super Bowl was on. Oh, look at that smudging. Oh, that's sad. February 17th, Florida shooting. So I do like to keep track of certain stories, just so I know what happens throughout the year, and it just keeps in memory. So what's going on in the news today? I mean, it's not particularly fun stuff, so I'm going to leave that to fill out at the end of the day. Next, do podcast. So today I'm going to listen to a Housewives podcast. It's very, 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 very good. Even if I don't get to watch the Housewives during the week, it's a good recap, and they are very, very funny. I'll do a link below so that you can see it. But yes, I am completely obsessed with the Housewives. Completely obsessed. And then I normally do a reading. As we know, my reading has not been great. So I hope to have read one chapter of something by the end of today. I'm trying to really get into the I Am Malala book. My husband's from Pakistan, so I think it's probably important to get involved in Pakistani history. So I will try and get it through a chapter of that today. Okay, so then the next line is my calendar at a glance. Just so I can look at it. I mean, my writing's normally neater, but I'm just gonna see if I can 9, 10, power through it. 16, 17, 18. Oop, 23. Then the last line is us this week. I do like to put my lines down with my Tombow before I write over them, because I found that if you write the words and then try and go over it in the Tombow, it just ends up smudging really. Okay, and then I keep track of water and tea intake. Oh no, I've drawn it in the wrong colour, which I do just about every day. Oh my gosh. Okay. And another teacup. And I cross that off for water intake. So I normally have a herbal tea. So I've had my tea this morning. And a girl can't actually plan without her tea. So of course I got my tea here. We are on lemon and ginger. Wonderful. So that's my second tea for the day. So we'll mark that off once it's done. And then I normally like to do a quote about how I'm feeling for the day, and also to practice my hand lettering, which I think has improved. There's not even, oh yeah, has definitely improved since the beginning. I mean, it's slowly getting there. That's just a rush job really. Okay, so today I'll just do a little clean, do, repeat. Cute, because I'm doing a lot of planning today. 23, and then we're going to fill out the rest. 24, 25, 27, 28, 30. Oh my gosh, can you believe it's July? Next week, I cannot. Okay, next week's going to be much less messy. So we've done this. So D, we write daily. Splurge, we write splurge. And then I keep track of it. Obviously I write it in pencil. Eating, so B is breakfast, S is second breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner and dessert. Now we've already had porridge. I did sleep in last night because I ended up uploading the first YouTube video on my channel at about 2 o'clock this morning, so we are a bit behind in things, but that's okay. Right, and this is my daily setup for Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next week with another daily. Leave a comment below on what colour scheme you would like me to do next week, if you're interested, if you're not a fan of this colour scheme or anything like that. Or also let me know if you'd like me to do a flip through of any of my planners and journals. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye.